Angela Carter never expected a simple doctor's visit to change her life. A 42-year-old black woman and devoted mother of 3, she had spent weeks pushing through unbearable abdominal pain. Like many black women, she hesitated to seek medical help, knowing all too well how often their pain was dismissed. But today, she couldn't take it anymore. She sat in the cold, sterile exam room of Westwood Medical Center. Dr. Richard Whitmore, a well-regarded white surgeon in his late 50s, barely looked up from her chart. "Hysterectomy," he said flatly. "Best option for you." Angela's heart pounded. Surgery? She hadn't even finished explaining her symptoms. "Are there other options?" she asked carefully. Dr. Whitmore sighed, as if annoyed by the question. "You could wait, but it'll only get worse." She felt the weight of his words pressing down on her. If this was her only chance to end the pain, did she have a choice? The morning of the surgery, Angela felt uneasy. A nurse handed her a consent form, her hands trembling slightly. "This says I'm having multiple procedures," she pointed out. "I only agreed to one." "It's just standard paperwork," the nurse said, offering a reassuring smile. "Nothing to worry about." Angela hesitated, then signed. When she woke up, something was wrong. Pain shot through her body, far worse than before. Her throat was dry, her limbs felt weak. Dr. Whitmore was nowhere in sight. Instead, a different doctor, younger and unfamiliar, stood beside her bed. "There were complications," he muttered quickly. "We had to remove more than expected." Angela's mind raced. More than expected. No one had warned her about this. Late that evening, as Angela struggled with the pain, a nurse named Monique Daniels came to check on her. "You're not the first," Monique whispered, glancing over her shoulder as if afraid someone might hear. "There have been others." Angela's breath caught in her throat. "Others?" Monique nodded. "Black women. Same doctor, same story." Angela's stomach twisted. She wasn't imagining things. This wasn't just a bad surgery, it was a pattern. Determined to find out the truth, Angela convinced Monique to help her access patient records. In the dimly lit hospital archives, they flipped through stacks of files. And then, there it was. 9 other black women. All had undergone surgeries by Dr. Whitmore. All had suffered severe complications. Some had never left the hospital at all. Angela felt her hands shake. This wasn't a mistake. This was systematic medical negligence. Angela reached out to Jamal Harris, a civil rights attorney known for taking on impossible cases. At first, even he hesitated. Medical malpractice lawsuits were notoriously hard to win. Hospitals had money, lawyers, and influence. But as he sifted through the evidence, he saw it. The undeniable pattern of neglect. Westwood Medical Center denied everything. They called Angela an unreliable witness. They claimed her complications were unfortunate but not unusual. They fought to erase the racial angle. But then a wrongful death case surfaced. A 29-year-old black mother who had died under Dr. Whitmore's care. Her family had never gotten answers. Until now. After 2 years of legal battles, the jury reached a decision. Westwood Medical Center was found guilty. The hospital was ordered to pay a historic $50 million settlement to the victims. Dr. Whitmore? Stripped of his medical license forever. At a press conference, Angela stood before a sea of microphones. She wasn't just speaking for herself. She was speaking for every black woman who had been ignored, dismissed, or harmed by the system. "This isn't just about me," she said, her voice unwavering. "This is about every black woman who's been treated as invisible. It's about making sure no one else suffers in silence." Angela now visits the grave of one of the women who didn't make it. She lays down flowers, whispering a promise. "You won't be forgotten." Because this wasn't just a lawsuit. It was a revolution.